Hey guys, Ethan here. So today let's find out a little bit about ROI or return on investments. Okay, this is very fundamental to the finance world. In fact, the whole finance world is built around this. ROI is basically in a percentage, how much money is your investment making you? And this is how we calculate it. We take the profit or loss, divide by the investments. And of course, in finance, you want to annualize every single thing. The cool thing about this concept is that it is the answer to financial freedom. It tells you when you can be financially free. When your returns can sustain your lifestyle, this is when you don't need to work anymore. You can do anything that you like, you can do a more meaningful job or whatsoever. This video, I'm also gonna introduce to you guys how we can get this ROI game started and what to go into. I'm gonna categorize these into 3 tiers. Tier 1, these are relatively safe and most of it is capital guaranteed. So what you wanna do is you wanna look at fixed deposit, you want to look at high interest savings account, you might even wanna look at some endowments. Some endowments have the capital guarantee and some don't have, so make sure you read the product fact sheet. The next category I want to talk to you about has zero capital guarantee. So make sure you do your homework, make sure you can stomach the risk, then you go in. And because there is no capital guarantee, there are no hedging involved, no whatsoever, you're gonna get a much higher return. And these will be your mutual funds or unit trusts, your indexes, your bonds, your REITs, your shares, and property. So everything I've mentioned so far, with the exception of the high interest savings account, has a time horizon of 6 months and up. For endowments, remember, it can be very long term, like 20 years you can't see your money kind of situation. So I want to talk a little bit about the high interest savings account. The high interest savings accounts are the ones that the bank asks you to do everything with them. Credit your salary with them, use your gyro to pay your utilities, get a credit card, get a mortgage loan, everything, just use their bank. Then what will happen is that they will give you a very high interest rate. This interest rate can be 1+% for just leaving your money in there, and this has zero lock-in, so you can take out your money anytime. And because this has zero lock-in, although they give you 1+ or 2+ kind of situation, your money's still growing at inflation rate. So not too bad. I like to keep my spare cash and rainy day fund in there. When you invest, don't invest everything, don't all in, don't so chiong, okay? Make sure you have a little bit of money by the side. If you run out of your job, how? What if touch wood kena fire? You need to have a little bit of backup, right? If you do not have your salary crediting whatsoever, what I can advise for you to do is put in tranches of fixed deposit. What happens for most banks in Singapore, when you violate your fixed deposit, when you extract your money out of the fixed deposit, although you've already told them, oh, I want to keep it in there for like 1 year or 2 years, whatsoever, right? What happens is that you lose your interest, and that's not too painful to take out. I want to talk about property a little bit more because in 2018, the home ownership rate in Singapore is 91%. So you own a house or you're gonna own a house. Okay, either ways this becomes a problem. As ourselves, as our own landlord, we are shitty tenants. We forget that there is a cost of living in Singapore. Find out the average rent in your area and add that into your calculations. Then minus away the interest portion of your mortgage loan, and also have to minus away the accrued interest of your CPF. The CPF that you use, there is an accrued interest portion. Remember to minus that away. Those are the ones that I will consider for financial freedom. I do not want to keep looking into a screen, looking at the trades and go in, go out, day in, day out. And this brings me to the last category, everything below 6 months. These are your futures and your options. These are your forex. This is your cryptocurrency. This category, right, is very highly skilled category. If you do not know anything about this, right, please do not go in. Chances are you're gonna lose money. The odds are super stacked against you. It's worse than going into a casino. Please get out or do not go in at all if you do not know anything. I need to make sure you guys get this, and therefore I am nagging a little bit. I'm sorry. But I also have a lot of friends that make a lot of money from there, so two sides. So this is what I think about money. Money is like your employee, okay? It needs to go to work and bring back more money. And then you can make that money work some more, and it will roll and roll and roll and roll and roll, and then you've become financially free. So to drive this whole thing home, let's use an example. Okay, I have $1 million and I allocated it across this whole thing. But for simplicity's sake, let's talk about the returns of a REIT, which is 6 to 8%. We use this as our benchmark. What I will then do is to shave it down a little bit for a little margin of safety. Let's say instead of 6 to 8%, I'm going to use 5%. Okay, with my $1 million times 5% every single year, this will drive me at an income of $50,000. $50,000 we divide by 12, which means every single month I will be getting 4,000 plus, which to me is when I will be financially free. So we come to the end of yet another video. You're a very beautiful human being for staying all the way. If you've learned something today, like, share and subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.